Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Browns are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Bengals, who will need to be strong up front.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals, and he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Cleveland Browns. Throwing, Hundley. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Hundley. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Agba. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And this one caught by Coates. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Mixon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Kaiser to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. As they run the counter play. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Kaiser. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, Kaiser. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Kaiser, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Shelton with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go.
Kaiser to throw it this time. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyrell Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's go. 1, 9, 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. Williams loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble.
And
big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So 1:55 to go in the first half.
More from Cleveland after this.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Brought in by Coates. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Kaiser now on second down. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Kaiser yet again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down. Okay, let's not waste any more time, or certainly any more of Larry's time. Let's play ball. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Here we go. Man 38. Man Ohio. Flex round. Here we go. Ohio.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the gun, Kaiser. Got his man, it's Williams. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 54 yards. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here we go. Flex round.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
This time he'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyrell Williams, 78 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing, Hundley. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So 20 yards to go here on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll run here with Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. The gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They run the counter now on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Kaiser to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Kaiser. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
Second down, Kaiser. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Williams loses the football, and the Bengals grab it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll look to throw here. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
They'll drop the throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll throw here. Kaiser. It's blocked by Corral. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Kaiser on first down. Coates. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Grand 38.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ohio, let's go. Ohio.
Kaiser. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short boot taken at the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They hustle to the line offensively. Kaiser urging them to move faster. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Browns on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. They'll get 32 yards there. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Now they run with Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Kaiser now. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Come on, let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go!
Now Hundley. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
throwing, Hundley. And some room to roam now. And he slides to avoid the hit. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And it doesn't get there. It hits off the crossbar, no good. Absolute heartbreak as they lose by 3 in overtime. This was an excellent affair to witness, Charles, but there's always that part of you in the pit of the stomach when some guy has to be sort of the scapegoat, as they were here on the missed field goal. You just hate that, don't you?
A little bit of empathy there, right? That means that we still kind of have that. I know that the team that won, they don't have a lot of it. They were hoping he would miss it, of course, and he did.